What's up, everybody? We are...
Green, green, green.
Okay. What's up, everybody? How you doing? I'm Big Rob, aka The Gaming Geezer, and we are live. I'm in the captain's chair. And we are doing a small test. We just got our steering wheel working. And we are seeing how well the system handles project cars. We think we got an optimization in here that worked, and ironically enough, we found this optimization trying to optimize Forza Motorsport for the PC. We got the game, however, we're not going to be able to stream it because Microsoft decided it would be, in its infinite wisdom, that they wasn't going to optimize the damn thing. They're just like, here's the raw code, good luck, guys. Oh, and here's a shit ton of bugs to throw at you. I am very disappointed. The game is amazing. It's the kind of game that's so good that when it doesn't work, it just pisses you off. That's how good it is. And right now, I'm so upset at it. But it's like I like the game, and it's going to be waiting for me when I get my Xbox One. But I really wanted to play it on the PC. And on that same token, everything is a teachable moment. And we got some optimizations that we think is going to work here. So we're going to test it out to see how good or bad they work when I apply them to project cars. And a set of Corso if I can ever get the steering wheel to calibrate for it. Right now we're at 99% of our CPU. However, we're not seeing a CPU overload on the PC on my end yet.
See if you can take that guy in front of you, otherwise just bring it back in one piece.
So let's drive it.
Come on, this guy's just in our way. Big push now, let's fight our way past.
Right now I'm using my piece of crap. I'm using my Logitech driving force steering wheel. Because let's face it, when you're racing in games like these, the only way to drive is with the wheel. I'm using helmet cam with about a 56% aspect ratio to simulate what you would actually see if you were sitting in the cockpit of this car. Thank you to my good friend Danny, who has a Beamer, and let me sit in it for hours on end, taking pictures and calibrating. One of the things we do take is our racing seriously. We love cars. It's one of our favorite things. Oh, too hot. Come on, baby. And Project Cars is one of those games, and I'm actually on pins and needles about Project Cars too. I still got a couple of DLCs to buy for this, so it can't come out too soon. But
that was a masterful piece of driving.
We
Great
bounced
job,
between.
See you in the pits.
We only hit 100% of our CPU one time during the encoding of this. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. That means we are at our limit. We also know that 4 cars is our limit. Long as we can keep it at 4 cars on the track, we should be good. Let's view the replay. I want to see where the limit is, where she starts stuttering or jittering. That's the whole point of a Bust the Rust session, so we can make adjustments. We're also playing this right now in windowed mode, so I don't have the benefit of my full screen, but I figured the less that had to be rendered, the better everything was going to be and the smoother. And we still got a few optimizations that we can do. The main thing is we want this to be a smooth experience for everybody watching, and we don't want it to be a slideshow. The tail of the tape isn't going to happen until we actually watch the replay ourselves to see where we're sitting at. Like I said, I have been furiously on the hunt for a race game. I've got a couple of other candidates that we're going to try out also. Once we find a race game, we'll start entering that race game in our cycle of races and stuff. We really, when we get an Xbox... I love that. The roar is epic. Once we get our Xbox, which I'm surmising is going to be either right before Christmas or right after Christmas, then we'll be able to stream a lot of these games a hell of a lot easier. First-person shooters will probably come into the mix a little bit more prevalent. But the main thing is the burden to be taken off of just the, and that's really my bottleneck, is I got one machine pushing the work for what should be two. Thank you for whoever came through and with the follow. I appreciate you. And like I said, it's really one of these things where we have to test this stuff out, and there's only one way to test it, and that's to go live. It looks like we're bouncing at about 85%. Like I said, my partner, thank you, I appreciate you. You know who you are. You told me that I couldn't use your name on the thing, so I won't. But I lied, I will. No. But thanks for letting me sit in your car, because I needed to. Yep, our high CPU just hit on the PC, but not the game. And that's a good thing. That's what I was looking for. So we know we're at our limit. Now we need to know, now we can take down and slide up. I'm willing to bet that if I take this back down to, right now it's still running 1920 by 1080 on windowed mode. If I take this thing down to, say, 16 by 9, 1280 by 1024, we might can get an extra car in here. The goal is to reach the Gran Turismo 1 Forza 1 standard. 6 cars on the track along, 6 cars along on the track, plus yours, so that's a total of 7 cars with as much graphical fidelity as we can possibly toss in. Let's go try something else. Let's go try and get something with some weather in it, okay? But that's fantastic. We know where we're pushing. Now we need to figure out how we can optimize. Just little bitty tweaks. My daughter is on the bit about getting a car, and I keep telling her it's like 75% of the bills in our household, our house is paid for. So most of our bills come from the car, gas, insurance. And I tell her, before you go jumping into the deal of getting yourself a car, you really, let's see about conditions. Say it's come on. Let's add some light rain to the whole thing. Catalunya. I know I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but Catalunya, it's been one of my test tracks along with the Nuremberg Stage 1 track. Those are the tracks. That's the tracks that I test every one of my cars on when I'm racing, because Nuremberg is just a beast of a track, and it's like real men drive on Nuremberg. The green hell. I'm so upset because one of the things I'm excited for and upset about on Gran Turismo, or not Gran Turismo, Forza for the PC, is they got my CTSV in the game along with the new ATS, the Cadillac CTSV. That's the car that took Nuremberg, that pissed the Germans off. They were pissed. And it's like, because they held the track record for the longest time. It made Germany put a real engine in their car. That's what happened. Let's just be real about it. They made Germany put a real damn engine in their car. Okay, we probably got the worst car. We got the worst car on a wet track, and we probably should have just raced the track again. But let's find out how we do. Boom. The main thing that I'm having to relearn is I have to get my muscle memory back for the pedals, because I'm not used to throttling my pedals as much, and that is that has been a thing. And I'll play until I cramp up. Once I cramp up, that's it. Race over.
Green, green, green.
Go, 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 go. Like I said, the reason I use Helmet Cam, and this game in particular, is one of the best out there because they have a turn. Come on. They got the turn to apex. They got the real world tilt. And they got the horizon. It's a trifecta that literally gives your car a little bit of heft and weight. It seems like your car got weight because you can feel it pitch and roll. And that is nice. The turns feel epic. Look at that. Look at that. It's something that if you play any other race game, you'll notice that the stiffness, because they don't turn, the head doesn't turn, the car doesn't rotate, the world doesn't shift. And this little hatchback is kicking my ass. Well, it's not a hatchback, that's why. Once again, it's the Beamer. Screw you, Beamer. I do my best to race clean, but I am a NASCAR driver by heart, and racing, oh, he hitched me out. Closed the door on me. Let's see if we can get him on this one. Come on. Yeah, we closed the door on him. Right back at you. Now here's where the problem is. I don't know the track. I don't know that last curve. I can't see it. And I ain't got my line on. So, we're eyeballing this shit. Well, I know the track is my test track. The problem is I ain't got my drive line on. So, we're eyeballing this. There it is. Why didn't it show up on that part where I need it? Thing about it is what's different with Project Cars is it's a pure sim. Make no doubt about it. People try and run it like it was Gran Turismo, which is a simcade, or Need for Speed Shift, which is an arcade game masquerading around as a sim. But if you lay on the gas too hard on some of these cars, we're talking 600-700 horsepower to the rear wheels in the rain. You're going to be facing backwards real quick. So it's a matter of, not a matter of how fast the car goes, it's how fast you're comfortable pushing the car. Get off me. Get off me. I gotta catch it. It's the last lap. Come on, baby. Now, this is where I need the line and they ain't got it. I'm having to do this all on memory. Fortunately, Catalunya is a popular track, so it's been in like every race game known to man. A little gas to put the traction. The next thing I want to add to my, if I can't buy one, I'm going to build one, is a stick, is a 8-shifter. I want an 8-shifter, and I haven't found one that I'm willing to pay for, because I'm not paying $200 for an 8-shifter. However, I can build one. I've got enough old flight sticks laying around where I can build one, and we stayed at about 92% that whole race with rain going. Let's see how this thing performs with the replay. If y'all are seeing any kind of stuttering, please give me some input and feedback back, because I've got to go by my playback devices, and if it looks good on mine, I got to guess at it. But y'all are the best measurement that I can have, where y'all can say, hey, I'm getting a little bit of stuttering here. It's a slideshow. Rob, you can't stream this. It's just a pixelated mess. Later tonight, we're going to be back on. This, like I said, this is just a quick bust the rust session. I needed to know if this worked. I'm dying for a race game. I have been playing I got the MMO genre filled with Black Desert, and that's what we're going to be playing when we get back. We need to fill in the race slot. We have no race game that is acceptable. We got Dirt 3 that I just reinstalled, and I like the game, but it is a little bit yeah. So I am we'll see, but it's like we got Dirt 3 loaded, and if I have to, I'll go back, and I got the original Colin McRae Dirt, and I'll load that bad boy up. I know my computer probably is strong enough to run it at max settings now. Just maybe. We are loving this Core i5. We really are loving the Core i5, and we're hoping for hoping to be able to upgrade to Core i7, and that will help things out a lot. We'll see. Oh, that is a sick looking vehicle. That is really sick. I love that. Problem is, you get hit in that thing. Whew, they don't even have to take you out of it. They just pop the wheels off and lower it in the ground. It's an instant coffin. Ouch. Probably one of my biggest problems in these games is I like cars with personality. The CTX-V, for all intents and purposes, is a tank. It is a big car, it is heavy, and it doesn't let you forget that it is a heavy car. But it is a powerful car. And it's and there's a reason why this car held the Nuremberg for a full year. But like I said, the Germans were pissed off because they were saying crazy stuff like, oh, they had race spec tires on it, and there was this, that, and other wrong. The whole car was set up. It wasn't a stock car, and it's like the CTS-V did come stock. It just happens to be built on a Corvette frame with the C5 engine pushing about 700 horsepower, and so a suspension built by Ferrari. So I mean, you put a car like that on on those massive tires and give it a suspension. The one thing that Chevy has, I wish to God they would replicate the suspension on the Corvette, which I believe they have on the newer ones. But if you give that suspension to something as lightweight as a Corvette, especially one of those 2016 models, good Lord, you have a monster. America's problem is we go straight really good. We might even make a left-hand turn really good. But we are not performance car people. We are straight line, how fast can you go people. So it's like trying to get us to understand something as nuanced as the Nuremberg can be kind of... Let's return to Race Central. Let's grab something else. Like I said, I'm really wanting to push this and push it hard because, like I said, I need to know where our limits are. Let's see. Let's find a car we want to drive. We got plenty of cars. I don't want to drive something I'm not assured in. But on that same token, I want to drive something I like. Okay. We want to clear real weather. There we go. Let's toss one more opponent in the mix and see what happens. Same class. One more opponent. Ugh, I'm gonna tweak it. Probably gonna stutter and lag this time, but I need to push. I need to push it, and so that's what we're getting ready to do. 1.9 miles, 11 turns. All right.
Keep your eye on the lights. Easy with the right foot. Let's nail this.
Even the game is telling you, do not stomp the gas or you will be backwards. Like I said, my problem is I like tanks. Here we go. And this car is a bully. You don't easily knock the Porsche. You can bully. Look at that. Look at that turn. Look to apex. Look at that. World turn. Boom. Like I said, no other game puts you in this like this does. And this is the advantage that this game has over a lot of other ones, save for maybe if they come up with another shift who actually pioneered this crap. And I hated the shift was the first one to do this correctly. But they were. Now this car right here, how I would tweak this out is I'd lengthen the gears and shorten third. I'd shorten third and lengthen the rest of the gears. The reason being is while it's in second, I want it to pull. In third, I want to have power and pass. But in fourth, I want it to just drive. And right now, she's back and forth switching between third and fourth, which tells me that she needs some adjustment. Ooh, 148 right there. Oh, come on, baby. No, cut the door off on her. Cut the door off on her. Yep, we shut the door on her. Shit, lost it. Get on it, get on it, get on it, get on it. Can we beat him in? Ah. He tried to take me on that, but he lost it. He's coming back, he got some space. What a lot of people don't understand is you gotta make room for some of these people to pass if you ain't got the driving line. Just because you're in the head doesn't mean you get to block and hold up traffic. Real racing, if you ain't got the line and you ain't got the speed to hold the line, you give it up and you have to come back. One of the things I tell everybody is the start of NASCAR is exciting. Maybe a couple of exchanges will happen against some rivalries mid-race, but the most exciting time in a NASCAR race is the last 10 laps. That's where the fight is happening. And that's where you're seeing...
Congrats, bud. You made it into the top 3. Great driving.
Ooh, I could not catch him. I could not catch him. That transmission needs just a little bit of tweaking on it. Good Lord. See where she's sitting at. She was at 91%, a good piece of the time of that. Like I said, I appreciate y'all coming and watching me do this Bust the Rust. Like I said, I really want to get a race game started. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Walter? I thought you ran away on me, man. Thought the wife caught you. Thought she was like, I know you ain't in that Wiggins boy stream. I catch you in that Wiggins boy stream, I'm gonna get you. What's up with you, man? We are having a Bust the Rust session tonight. And we are basically trying to get the computer configured. We got Forza for the PC. That's great. However, Forza for the PC is unoptimized as hell. It's a fantastic game while it's running. The bad part is there's nothing in there that I haven't seen in, say, The Crew, Need for Speed Shift 2. In fact, I think Shift 1 might look a little bit better. But it's unoptimized. Worse, the threading is borked at best. So it's doing all kinds of crazy things with Windows resources. And at a certain point, Windows 10 just says, you know what, I just can't no more, and just crashes. I bought Forza Horizons, but I can't run it. So I'm back to Project Cars. During my period, I spent the day, last night and today, optimizing and trying to fix it. You know me, I like going in there and repairing this stuff. If the companies can't do it, I'll fix it myself. And we came across some optimizations that'll allow me to run some of my other games. So we done applied it to Project Cars. The main thing is clamping down the damn threading and cutting the shadows out. Once we clamp the threading and get that under control, then it's not, and the page filing system is not rampantly just looking for any resource that it can use. We basically get a smoother experience because there's no place for it to go. Basically, we're in a sense, we're corralling everything. And so we're getting a more streamlined experience. Also, we're reducing the amount that the graphic card has to work, because Forza says it's using 4 gigs of onboard video RAM, but I don't see where it's going. This right here, this game, Project Cars, is a little bit CPU extensive, so I had to be a little bit liberal with the clamps. We're not having graphic problems, we're having CPU problems. There's so much math is being crunched that is ridiculous. Let's try something a little bit off the chain. Now we don't want to do an open wheeler. We are not good enough to do an open wheeler at all. There we go. And let's take it. Ooh, California. California is a stretch. Let's go Nuremberg Stage 1. I'm trying to find an app that'll let people select the tracks. Like I can input the tracks, and then everyone will be able to basically select a track that they want to see me run. I am eating some salsa con queso. Yeah, salsa con queso with some potato chips, and my daughter bought them for me. So I've got like real Lay's. They didn't let me go because they know I would have had some no-name chips. She said, "Dad, you need some real Lay's potato chips and some real." I was getting ready to get the little $2 thing, and she's like, "Dad, that's junk. Here, take this." So my daughter comes back, and she's just like, here's some real food." Now, right now, none of these cars that I have are tuned, so it's just out the box. Catches it before it hits the floor. We don't waste good chips. Rain on Nuremberg Stage 1 and an old Mercedes. What the fuck? And if we can get it a turn, we'll be alright. These were luxury cars. They were not built for this crap. But being a human being and being from Kentucky, sorry about that, pal. Sorry, Martinez. Whoops. Oh, shit. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't hate. Being from Kentucky, we'll race anything with wheels. We were sitting there going to Richmond and pick up my daughter because we're going to go vote tomorrow morning. Do our part to keep Trump out of office. Listen, also, PDA, to all of my friends that are in my area, you know who you are. I know you're watching. I know you're going to be watching this. I will be coming through at 6 in the morning. Do not hide. Do not run. I have a particular set of skills and I will find you. I don't care what you do after. But for a few minutes, y'all are gonna vote. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care if you write your own name in. But you're gonna take part in the political process because I'm a big black man and I'm stronger than all of y'all. Voter intimidation at its finest. Nah, my friends know I come looking for them in the morning. And I done heard some of the worst excuses sometimes for why they don't want to get up out of bed. One of my friends, Petey, his ass is 100 pounds wet, so we just picked him up. We didn't even wake him up. We like grabbed his jeans, picked him up in the blanket, and just carried him to the car. He woke up at the place to vote. Oh, I ain't never heard somebody cuss so badly at him. He was so bad at me. Before anybody gets mad at me, it's in good spirits. We do this all the time. They tell me to come get them, so I just come in and get them. This thing does not want to turn worth a damn. Come on, baby. Give me the corn. Cut him off. Cut him off. Shut the door. Shut the door. We need you to turn and understeer like hell. We'll take second. We'll take second. Woo! Hey, Tony. I've been doing all right, man. We went through some stuff. We was taken out of the game for a little bit. Went through some real traumatic stuff. I had to. We had brought somebody in. Just a short story, just to make it real quick. We brought somebody in. Try and get them back on their feet. Things kind of went sideways toward the end, but they're doing better now, and that's all that counts. If their life is 100% better than what it was, I'm perfectly happy with being the sacrificial lamb. But friendships were kind of lost. Everything went to hell. I was hurt, and it took me out of the game, and I had to rebuild a little bit. But I got time. I got my money back. I'm able to get back in the game, so I've been streaming just about every night from like 12:30 till about 4 in the morning. And let's see, we ran that one real good. Let's see, let's view the replay on that. And right now, we're basically been trying to stream in the daytime too, so we've been had a real aggressive stream sessions. So you're gonna probably be seeing me pop up more and more and more. Oh, we're going to trick you, Walter. I'm going to knock on your door and say, I got your pizza. You're going to come to the door looking for pizza, then I'm going to toss you in the bag. But other than that, we're stronger and healthier. And we're basically been doing, I'm not going to be stronger and healthier if I keep eating potato chips and sucking on soda. Hey, I'm just gonna show up to you like Fat Albert did when he was trying to get Rudy or one of the gang members to go do something back in the day. You're like, hey. Hey, Rudy, what do you say? It's time to get this cracking. Oh, I'm gonna delete that shit. Like I said, I'm a non-violent individual, and if you're a big man, then you're easy. I got 2 tickets for dinner at Steak and Shake. Let's roll. Hook, line, and sinker. All right, right now we're rolling at a solid 82%. Oh God. Oh, that was not pretty. Was that me? Yeah, I think that was me that did that. Yeah, that's me driving like a maniac, not being able to get the car to turn. Now I see why the car ain't turning. You see the tires on the back of that thing? Damn, they look like some damn dish Mickey Toms. Now, I would probably vote to make marijuana legal because, in all honesty, I ain't found nothing that makes it any worse than the crap that's already out there that's legal. Now, I would probably not participate in it. Hell, it took me, 40-something years to take my first sip of alcohol, and it was a wine cooler. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be smoking it up. Unfortunately, my mom equated smoking to pain real early on in my life. When I was sitting there, my dad used to smoke. And what was funny was I sat there, I looked at his cigarettes, and back in the day, we had the little play cigarettes with sugar, and you smoke them, and the little smoke come out. Well, I decided I wanted to give him Dad cigarettes one day, so I reached over to get one of his cigarettes, and my mom looked at me, and I knew I'd messed up because it was that look. Like, and she goes, "Oh, so you want to smoke?" My dad just kind of looked over at it. He didn't say nothing. I'm like, "You could have," and in hindsight, I'm like, "You could have stopped this, Dad. You could have stopped this." No, he didn't. He goes, "You want to smoke?" He said, "Reach over there and grab one." And I'm like, "Okay." So I reached over. I'm a kid. I ain't think that. I reached over. I'm like, "Oh." And she goes, "Go on and reach over there again." I'm like, I said reach over there. I reached over there. Book up. Right in the mouth. And I'm like, oh. And she's like, "Are you sure you want to smoke? Go on and reach over there." And I'm like, "No, Mom, I don't want to smoke. I don't want to smoke." "Yeah, you do. Reach over there and grab for one." "I don't want to grab for one." "Reach over and grab for one." "Yes, well." I reach over and go, book up. And she's like, "Are you sure you want to smoke? You look like you could use one. After all of this, you look like you could use a smoke." I'm like, "No, Mama, I don't need no smoke. I don't need no smoke." And I distinctly heard a giggle from the back. That probably was Dad. And I sit there. She goes, "Reach one more time." I'm like, "No, ma'am, I'm not going to reach." She's like, "You sure you don't want to smoke?" I'm like, "I'm sure." And she goes, "No, reach one more time. I want you to be sure." I reached again. Book up. I'm like, "Oh, please stop hitting me." And she goes, "Remember that next time you decide you want to smoke." I ain't touched the cigarettes. Maybe I will tell you this once. I will say this again. Ass whooping built the pyramids. And it has stopped many kids from doing stupid shit. Okay. Turn to Race Central. Let's grab something else and let's put everything to the test. Let's see. Get something we can barely drive now. It's probably going to be ugly. I want to get something absolutely insane that we can barely keep control of. We want something we can barely keep control of, and let's get a track that we can open up on. Road America. Conditions. It's rated over there too. Dang it. I don't want it to be rated. It's rated everywhere in the world. I think that's what it is. Huh. That's gotta be rough. My wife almost got in trouble. She told me nobody was at the house. I walked in. I smelled cigarette. I forgot her girlfriend smoked sometime. My girlfriend snuck and smoked a cigarette in the bathroom. Oh, I was pissed. Who the hell been in my house? What was bad was I came in, there were certain clues that gave me a hint that somebody was in my house. Toilet seat was up. Women don't do that. Here we go.
Let's take some people off the line into the first corner. Remember, the first lap is our best chance to make up some places.
Between 5,000 and 6,000 RPMs. Launch control.
Green, green, green. Go, go, go.
That was a great takeoff. That was a great launch. Can we keep it up? Come on, baby. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, we almost died on the first corner. This car, the Hura, is probably the closest you're ever going to get to flying on land. It's just a beast of a car. It's just like, and it will strip your soul away. You know that song, Highway to Hell? This is the car they had in mind when they made that song, because, oh God, come on, baby. It's just a slam you into the seat monster. And if you ever seen one in real life, and I have at the Detroit Auto Show, and they took it out for a rollout on the Fisher Freeway. Come on, come on, come on. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, and the wings, when this thing is at speed, there's wings on the front of it and back. They're like actuators, they're the spoilers. And they fluctuate to keep the car stable and planted on the ground. It is amazing. Oh! Somebody tried to use that. And I'm driving this thing with a wheel instead of a gamepad, so you about know how adventuresome this is. Taking it down. I'm forcing forcing those prototypes to get low in their gears where they ain't got a lot of juice. They got to go through about 4 gears before they can take off on them. Once they get to 4th gear, puppies and kittens once they get to 4th gear. "262 kilometers or about 175 miles an hour. Yeah. Monster, monster, monster break. Oh, God. I should have been dead. I'm just going to say that now. I should have been dead. Oh, man. Woo! I love this track. Something fast like this track is killer. Oh, that look to apex world tilt is phenomenal together. Helmet cam is a beast by itself. EA perfected that shit. But helmet cam, world tilt, and look to apex, oh my God. You're talking just the perfect, no game should be without this. A little bit of gas, come on. Come on, baby. He's trying. He tried to keep it in gear. He wanted to pass me on. He went to the outside. He was trying to pass. Woo! Right now, when we put this car up to speed, it is sucking more oxygen than most human beings use in a week. There's some major combustion going on. In other words, we're in P-Pan City.
That's a podium finish. Lovely job. Nice driving.
We come for the poutine. Vic Walter is hiding it at his crib. We're coming for the poutine. Hey, what's up, man? Can you hear me? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, can you hear me? No, my channel is not working. I do not know why my channel is not working yet. We'll figure that out in a second. Let's view the replay. Look at the stats. Whoa. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of tack in there. What are you talking about? There ain't no damn border fence. The Canadian border literally consists, it is so fucking porous. It consists of a little walkway, a road, And there's a little place with a notepad and a pencil to write yourself in. That's how porous the Canadian border is into the Dakotas. And here's my wife. Hold on. This should be good. Hello? Hey?
Are you there?
Mad at what?
I don't know. I'm just over here. I'm up here in Canada, and I gotta go back and get $1 million, and we should be home shortly, okay?
Are y'all bringing any kind of food home or something?
I don't know $1 million was the job that I have something right to do. She's in there, okay? But I don't know if she wants to get something else or what.
Huh. Okay.
Alright.
All right.
Alright, what do you want to see a picture of my hair?
Yeah, you can send one.
Like,
I'd rather wait.
okay. Alright, I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
In other words, what that translates. In other words, what that translated into, it's a fend for yourself night tonight. She ain't bringing jack and shit home. Here's the thing. Every 4 years, and I'll keep this as light as possible, with the ever-present wiggy disclaimer that we will sometimes agree to disagree. Every 4 years, somebody that somebody don't like is running for president. There's always that 50% that just don't like it. And the other half swears up and down that we're succeeding from the Union. Generally, it's Texas. I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna succeed from the Union if they don't get who they want every damn election cycle. I love you guys in Texas. Alaska, they are like separate but equal. They're like, we'll take the funding, we'll take, but we can't stand being a part of it. Until somebody comes running across, and then all of a sudden, where's our protection? But everybody says they're gonna succeed and run away and all of this good stuff. And you had United Airway last year. What's up, Jackal? They said people said that if Obama won the election again, well, they said when he won the election they were gonna leave. But this last election cycle, they said if Obama won this election a second time, there's no way we could possibly elect him again. If he leaves again, we're leaving the country. So United Way said we're going to fly anybody who wants to leave the country if Obama wins the presidency, anywhere in the world. Free of charge. All they have to do is turn in their ID. That's it. Turn in their ID. They've got to pay for their ticket to all points on the planet. 2 people that were reported, the best I can tell, 2 actually took advantage of this. And even worse, both of them came back within a week. So, 2 things. A, maybe it's not so bad here. And B, what the hell was going on where people that actually took somebody up on that crap actually came back and said, oh, listen, I've seen this. What's up? What's up? What's up, Sephoria? That's what I want to know. We've done had people that leave the country before that's going to head to the motherland. Famous people. Dr. King, Malcolm X, Farrakhan. Farrakhan. They all came back. And they were like, fuck. Now the thing about it is, when Malcolm X says he's leaving the country and actually leaves and comes back during his time period, when racism wasn't this little cute thing that happens because somebody says something stupid, but it was real. Motherfucker, you know when he comes back and goes, you know what, my bad. There's some bullshit going on out in the rest of the world. For this election cycle, we got them. The next time, here's what's going to actually happen, okay? Let me just break this down for you. What's actually going to happen, they always talk about succession. Texas always says, here's what's actually going to happen. If they actually secede from the Union, what's going to happen is all of their senators and crap lose their power. And this is just a small version of it. They lose their power. The state is literally broken up into 5 territories. We basically put people into those 5 territories. So in essence, they become 5 separate states. I think 4, maybe 4. I might be reading that wrong. And then an election is held. Everything is reformed. And Texas is back into the fold. Only those people that succeeded are arrested. That's what's actually going to happen. But if I was president and they jumped up and said, we're succeeding, I'll go, okay. Everybody that's an American, be on this side of the border by tomorrow morning. Everybody else, good luck. People talk a good game. Just speaking to somebody who's met a few people who have been outside these borders. I'm staying home. I'm good. Because it's like we talk about being in a depression. And it's like we got people standing in line for the latest Star Wars picture and the latest iPhone or the Samsung bomb. Or phone, my fault, not bomb. Phone. They're standing in line overnight for this stuff. Back in my day in the 70s, we were standing in line for peanut butter, cheese, and green beans. That was what we were standing in line. The last line I seen anybody standing out and waiting in the cold for was GameStop release of Halo. That's it. It ain't that bad out there. Yeah, I'm not gonna be naive and say that there ain't a few things going wrong. There is. There always is. But that's what we work on that shit for. That's why we work on it. And this is the time where every 4 years we go out and we try and change up the mix to try and put somebody in there that maybe, and I'm gonna put a strong maybe with an asterisk, have some sense. At least for the first year where they have some political clout. Because after that first year, Congress is then voted in and they putting a block to everything. Whatever good intentions, Democrat or Republican, it's coming to a halt because ain't nobody giving anybody anything. It's just how it is. My Save the Whales moment has passed. It is this generation's turn to pick their Save the Whale moment. What calls will y'all pick up, rally to? My only request is that y'all try not to blow the place up in the process. Speaking of Save the Whales moment, I told y'all this was gonna happen. No one believed me. I used to watch a show called Whale Wars. And it's an awesome show. Don't get me wrong, it is an awesome show. But I said the minute that these motherfuckers get tired of somebody going up with green paint and throwing water balloons at them, and they eventually somebody gonna get hurt. And sure enough, China said, I had enough of this shit. We trying to do our thing, and these assholes just keep showing up out of nowhere to save the whale. These motherfuckers start shooting. They knocked the helicopter out of the sky with a FLIR device. I'm like, oh, show ain't on the air no more. It's amazing when shit get real. How that dumb crap stopped. I'm just saying. I knew it was gonna happen. I told everybody, don't believe the hype. Oh man. Let's do one more. This should zero us in, okay? Let's do California. This should be interesting. Let's do California. California full. Good Lord, that's a long. Holy hell. 12.8 miles, 107 turns, location, the USA. Hoorah. Let's get it done. Later tonight, we're going to be playing some Black Flag. Gonna have some fun. I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time with the family. I hope everybody understands. But I should be here roughly about 12:30, 1 o'clock. Oh shit! Whoa, 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 whoa! Come on, baby, come on! Somebody hit me from the rear. Porsche. Sorry, you ain't gonna get to use that quick takeoff on me, son. Now, this track has been my nemesis. I'm a Nuremberg racer, but this track is a monster. Oh, mainly because you got all these damn downhill turns, blind hills, and it is ridiculous. I have yet to complete this track without a wreck. Have yet to complete this thing without a wreck at some point. But we have our trusty wheel, and I'm on cam, so there's a first for everything. Probably not. Seeing as how we already done had a smack up at the beginning of the race, so we already disqualified. Oh God, not over the cliff. I didn't change my car. I probably should have changed to something more conservatively. But no, I had to go pick Godzilla. The hell. Trust me, I know I make light of a lot of serious situations, but these situations have gotten to a point of hyperbole that it's just, you can't maintain that. It's dangerous to maintain that. Oh. Ah, damn it. We brought it back. That don't count. That don't count. So I try to bring a little bit of levity because at the end of the day, whatever happens tomorrow, 2 people ran to try and run this country, and God bless both of them. They're taking a huge burden on, one that I wouldn't want to take on. And all you can do is pray for them, because they're going to be under fire for the next 4 years. And I don't even like it when my boss looks at me cross-eyed, much less having to come in with everybody chant half the store chanting and hating your name, okay? So all we can do is pray for them and pray that we are able to carve our own slice of the pie out and take care of it. That is keeping it real as it gets. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. My arms are getting a workout. I'm feeling the burn. Oh, come on. Force feedback is kicking my ass right now. I think I got my force feedback too high because I'm literally fighting the steering wheel to get this thing around these corners. Like I said, this track is a monster. We're about a quarter of the way through. Yep, a quarter of the way through, boys and girls. Oh. Oh, shoot. We done left the boys and girls back. Oh, come on, baby. Stay with me. Stay with me. The track is literally... It's not the opposing cars that you got to worry about. This track... Shit. This track will kill you. This thing will throw you off the road. It's like... California created a roadway that is trying to kill and maim your ass. Oh my goodness. When we get on some sort of straightaway, I'll look over to see how its CPU is handling stuff. Hopefully everything is stable on everybody else's end. Oh my goodness. Come on, baby. Stick, stick, stick. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Oops, almost went the wrong way. Would have been a short trip. Oh, come on, baby. Thing is I raced on this road in Need for Speed. However, there seemed to have been snow on a mountain with an avalanche. Now, if this was truly a realistic depiction of California, it'd be a forest fire burning. Because I swear to God, when my brother lived there, that's all that happened there was forest fires. Constantly. 365 days a year, something, it was burning. And it's like, what the fuck? Woo! Oh, shit. Come on, baby. Oh, come on, baby. Why are you going to be standing outside like, what the hell is he in there doing? And then you're going to see that hand reach over it. Oh, no, 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 we're not doing that. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, we would have went airborne. That would have been all she wrote right there. Come on, baby. Stay, stick, 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 stick. Holy hell. I actually have a chance of doing this without crashing. We might have just did this track. So calm down for a second. I'm celebrating a little bit too early. Put the victory cigar away. We ain't done yet. Oh, come on, baby. She's bouncing. I'm at the limit of keeping her on the ground, to be honest with you. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. That's it. This is the end run right here. This is the end run. Stay on the ground. Woo! First time we've done completed this track. Holy hell. Exactly. Woo! That is the first time I have completed that track with a minimum of wrecks. That still wasn't a perfect run, but damn it, that was, I finished the damn race without the car being upside down. We're saving this replay because my friend ain't gonna believe me. I'm gonna go tell him I completed the race, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, right, Rob. Whatever. Tell me any damn thing." I'm using a wheel. While we're doing this real quick, let me detach for a second. We are using. We have a nice little ledge on it, an old school desk, but we are using right now a Driving Force old PlayStation 2 Driving Force feedback wheel that we got the drivers to off the internet. Talking to one of the Logitech support people to try and get it running under Windows 10. I was telling them that the wheel wasn't working under Windows 10, and they was like, "Well, it should. All it is DF Fury wheel. Let's try and find some patches, something that'll work." So they went digging through the archive drivers and found me a set of archive drivers that work for Windows 10 and emailed them to me. So I was able to get my wheel back working again. And, well, of course, they also sent me a $50 coupon for one of their new wheels. Hey, I can't blame them. They realize I'm using old tech, and it's time to upsell this brother. This brother's stupid. Because I can imagine them in the office going, "This brother's still using one of our Logic Driving Force wheels for the PlayStation 2. Are you kidding me right now? Are you serious right now?" So yeah, they tried to upsell me a little bit, but I can't hate on them for trying to upsell me. I had a little Acer computer, and I kid you not, my family and friends wanted this computer to die. It was because it lived forever. And it was like in one iteration or another. And finally, Acer sent me a thing going, "I'm glad you've been enjoying our product for so long, but Windows ME is a bit out of date, and maybe it's time to upgrade your hardware and software just a bit." Finally, what did the computer in was I was talking to a representative for Acer. I didn't know he was like a regional guy. Just thought he was a normal employee. And he said, "You bring me that computer and show me that it still works, we'll get you a new computer." So I sat there like, okay. I went home, packed it up. Thing looked brand new, like it was out the box. Took real good care of my equipment. But he sat there seeing this thing, and he called his partners over, and his partners, they all gathered around. It was like they found a fossil. Like they was like I just dug out a T-Rex bone or something, and they were examining it like, "My God, it still boots? This thing connects to the internet?" And so they got me a nice new computer and stuff. I got a nice little Windows 7 computer out of the deal. Ironically enough, the Windows 7 computer didn't make it 6 months before it fried. I wanted my damn Acer back. Right now, my computer specs, I am running a Core i5, 12 gigs of RAM, 2 terabits of hard drive, just a standard motherboard. It's just a standard HP cheapo motherboard in it, whatever they pre-built with it. GTX, what is it? The graphic card is 2 gig GTX 760. And a Corsair 800 watt power supply. And a lot of patience. A huge amount of patience. Because getting some of these games to run is a test. It's taxing, especially, and this is all streaming on one computer. I don't have a dual computer setup. I'm currently trying to save for a PVR. I'm probably going to make a wish list down there of equipment that I'm trying to get, but this is all on one computer, streaming and everything. I do everything on this one computer. The month ago, and we got this when we had we had another machine that got struck by lightning, and so this was the replacement. Right now, we need to upgrade the graphic card, and I need to get an SSD. I need a solid state drive, something fierce, because I'm looking. You ever see that show, show 24, where they have the countdown clock? Every time I hear my hard drive thrashing, I'm just hearing the little doom 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 doom. There's a countdown on this thing, and I know it's gonna go sometime. And it's like, because the other day it was thrashing something hard, and I realized that the entire time I've had this computer, Windows 10 does such a fantastic job of running itself. And that's what they did a wonderful job in hiding a lot of the base functions that the old Windows 7 machines made you take care of and fix, because it just stopped and say, I ain't doing nothing else, can you fix it? But I defragged, I had to run a defrag on it, and the representative actually told me, oh, Windows don't need defragging anymore. Click, hung the phone up on it. I'm like, it's a computer. That's like telling me a car doesn't need an oil change anymore. It needs defragging. I don't care how good your software is. Well, Windows takes care of that dynamically. Click, click. I hung up on it. Because a lot of games right now, they need that speed, and it's like in the platter system, it's just a part that's going to eventually wear out. My computer stays on literally 24 hours. It only gets reset when stuff starts bugging out. And I probably do need to turn it off every once in a while. But I was freaked out by it. It's an argument as to whether to turn your computer... Oh! Air! It's an argument on whether to turn your computer on or off that's been going on for years. And it's like, chances are, you're supposed to turn the thing off, let it go into sleep mode and rest. Or if you keep it on, it really doesn't matter anymore. Back in the day, it probably mattered, but now it doesn't. But I got freaked out because I turned my computer off one time, and the power switch broke. But I didn't realize it was the power switch, and I wasn't as adept at troubleshooting as I am today. So I turned it off, and I couldn't get the damn thing to turn back on. And the panicking said, and when you start panicking, you don't think straight. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh, what the hell could be wrong with this computer? We sat there and took it up to the shop, tested the hard drive was fine, motherboard was fine. It's like, what is going on? Finally, I get mad, and I just throw something at it. And my daughter, who was a little bitty thing at the time, goes, maybe the power button's broke. Duh. And you know, you have that light bulb that pops over your head moment. And I'm looking at my child right there, and she's just going about her little thing, playing with her little dolly. And the duh just kind of cinched it in. So I'm sitting there, and I go and check the thing, and sure enough, there was a break in the wire. There was a power switch, but my computer has not been off since. Unless I've actually absolutely had to restart the damn thing. Only once did I turn it off, because I just figured, you know what, because there's a noise, there's an ambient noise that goes. That was an awesome race, by the way. That was an awesome race. There's an ambient noise that happens when you have electronics in your house. You don't really pay much attention to it, but your router makes a noise, a little sound. Your what am I trying to say? Your computer makes a noise, whether it be the hard drive slowly murpling or something, it's a hum. The TV makes a small hum. Unless you got one of the newer widescreens and stuff, they don't make much noise. But there is that little, you can hear it. It's just background noise. And that particular night, I wanted to go to sleep, and I turned exactly from the mouth of babies. I wanted to get some sleep, so I turned everything in the house off. If it had power, the only thing that was powered up in this house was the refrigerator. And the only reason I didn't pull it out the wall is because I really didn't want to lose $200 worth of meat. So it was, but that's the only time my computer's really been off for any extended period of time. Or when I'm sitting there putting a new part in it. Like, we're getting ready to put another capture card in, because I'm about to drag. I'm trying to save for an Xbox also. They're 160 now. I'm about what, $70 into saving for it. I'm $70 short. And so it's like we're slowly going to get it, but I need a new capture card to be able to put into the computer because we needed a small, we need something with a little bit smaller footprint because this case right here, the way the motherboard, somebody tried to reinvent the damn wheel and they tossed the power supply sideways and the hard drive is sitting up on edge for efficiency, and they tried to make a cool space, and I understand what they were doing, but in the process they blocked half of the slots on the so we're gonna go in and refinagle everything, and if we can't, we're just gonna discard the entire case and go get a case from out of the shed, one of the old beige cases, and stick it in there. Oh man, let's see. Okay, we got one last test, but we don't know how this is gonna go. We know this is working. One last test. No. Let's change. We did it on a monster. Open wheel vehicles are really the last of the ventures for me. I am so bad at open wheel. I wanted to try this car. We're not doing it on California, that's for damn sure. We're gonna find something we can do this on. Donington's 38 turns, 8.46 miles. Let's do it. Let's do it. 2 laps on this beast. Ooh, that's 16 miles. That is a lot. That is a run. So I got you now. Yeah, it's like it's like when they're making these cards, they forget that there's other. Oh shit, where's my damn? Oh crap, there. Fuck, I'm looking for my damn gamepad. Have my steering wheel. Oh my god. Oh shit! See? This thing is ridiculous. This thing is ridiculous here. Oh my god! Holy crap! Whew! Right now, this thing is so fast that my mind is having trouble processing everything going by. It's like somebody hit the fast forward on everything. Whew. Can't even tell you how fast I'm going. 182 miles an hour. Woo! Holy crap, this thing is sick. I'm gonna come in last fucking place. Oh my god! Holy shit! Holy shit! Go! Come on, baby, come on. Stick with him. Oh, stick with him. When we lose him, that's our last best chance at drafting. We got to stay with him. But he's pulling away. I think we lost it. It's over, Jim. It's over. Whoa! Somebody beside me. Oh shit! Mama! Okay, okay, okay. Let's give me a little pull. Go, 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 go! Yes! Oh, come on, baby! Mm. Oh, that was intense. That was intense. Whew. Oh, I need a VR unit. This right here is the reason for VR. I need a VR unit. And I believe Project Cars is it on Xbox? Holy hell! Whew. My hands are literally gripping the wheel right now. That's how intense that was. That was a hell of a ride. That was a hell of a ride. Oh God. Stop hitting me! That is insane. Yeah, my CPU is cooking right now. I just heard my fan kick on. I just heard my CPU fan kick on, so I know it hit 100% that time. Guys, if y'all haven't gotten this game, you should add this game to your collection on Steam, especially if you got the PC to run it. If you're any kind of fan of racing. Just pure intensity and adrenaline right there. Pure intensity and adrenaline. I think we got a new favorite. Seriously, I've been scared of open wheel racing. I really have. Because I'm an F1 player, and that game is hard as hell. So I've been naturally terrified of open wheel, but my God. Come on, baby, get around the corner, get around the corner. sitting here biting the edge of my lips. To feel the wheel under your hand. I can only imagine what this feels like with one of the newer driving force wheels or one of the Fantech wheels. My God. Come on, stay with me.
Try and stop this guy getting underneath you. Cover that inside line.
This will be interesting. Project Cars, my friend. Project Cars. This is more pure racing sim than Forza. Forza Apex is really good. Don't get me wrong. I like Apex. You'll probably see Apex on here because Apex is running real great right now also. But this is a truer seat-of-your-pants driving experience. There's no assistance going on here. Let's say that replay. Let's view the replay. You can't go wrong with any of them. Forza nails the audio work. But if you want a more mixed collection of cars, Project Cars is probably the better route. Forza Horizon 3, which is more of an arcade experience, will be a great game once Microsoft finishes and fixes it. It is unoptimized, and if you're playing it on anything but an Xbox, you know what I'm saying? The only game that really comes close to this is Assetto Corsa. Now, Assetto Corsa doesn't give any pretenses about being anything other than a 100% pure thoroughbred sim. And it is hard. And the driving model is hard, but it is perfect. It is perfect. This right here, this game, you need a steering wheel. Trying to play this game with the gamepad, you're doing it a disservice. You can play Forza with the gamepad perfectly fine. And you will be great and you'll set some great times. You cannot play this game with the gamepad. You need a steering wheel. That is just bottom line in the story. Project Cars got to have some sort of steering wheel or you're not going to perform. Assetto Corsa, which I'm going to put at the top of the chart because it's the first sim that married the actual physics and it stayed true to its driving model. It updates its tire model regularly and combines that with the good looks of, say, the Forzas and the Gran Turismos of the world. They gave us a true next-gen sim. Project Cars kind of followed in behind, and they've got a really good thing going on. They've then found that balance. For the most part, it's a difficult game to pick up and play. You'll be frustrated trying to get it set up and going, but once you lock your controls in, once those controls are dialed in, then it's a matter of driving the cars, and it sucks you in. And if there's a trifecta of things that suck you in, the main thing is the physics. The physics are being on. The physics feels so good with the steering wheel, it's ridiculous. How you doing, Antler? Oh yeah. Oh man, you just showed your age, Antler. Oh good lord. But combine that with Helmet Cam. Helmet Cam is awesome because it puts you right there eye level with the driver and you see what the driver sees. With the look to Apex, which gives you the feel of turning into those turns. And World Tilt, which is something exclusive to Project Cars, where the whole world just kind of leans and counters to the look to Apex. It solidifies that feeling of actually being in a car. It gives everything momentum, and that's a hard effect to achieve when you're sitting in your living room chair. This game does it to perfection, and it's VR support. So, boom. You know what I'm saying? More, if you want a pure sim, get a set of Corsa. You want to have some fun? Forza. Buy Gran Turismo. But if you want an immersive driving experience, get Project Cars and get yourself a steering wheel. Set this thing up, take the time to figure it out, and it will reward you in spades. I can't say it any better than that. This car is insane. This Indy car is insane. My God, that car is insane. Woo! Somewhere behind my green screen. Trust me, there's a lot of games that I miss. That I truly miss. The F1. I miss the original EA F1 series because it was so good because it had full pit crews and you had full pull into the pit. You had to pull in just right. You had to do the mini games to actually get your car set up and get it out on time. And racing in the rain. Codemaster ain't got shit on that. Okay, of the old F1 games. About the only thing I hated about them is the car sounds wasn't right. Because I lived in Detroit and used to go and watch the car races. And so, y'all, it's more of a scream. It's something you got to hear. It's a distinct sound. When you hear it, you never forget it. Like I said, I came up under the banner of games like Race 07, NASCAR 2003 from Papyrus. These are the games that solidified my love of racing. When I was a youngster, I was going to live forever, all the way until I disintegrated my T-Bird on the track. I used to race. We go to the Norwalk Motor Speedway, and on Vanity night, we'd sit there and race a modified. You'd have people coming in with their mama sedan. Yeah, we had a caravan out there. People were drag racing their caravan. But it was a good time. Then we had Norwalk Vanity night. So there was a fire department on hand, paramedics on hand. And it was safe. And it was better than us going down Route 4 racing like we used to do. You're gonna go back in time. Which games do you have to destroy? Superman 64. That is an abomination that needs to go away. Let's see. Games that need to be destroyed. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Games that need Medal of Honor Warfighter. That can go. Let's see. What else can go? EverQuest. If you could do me a favor and kill EverQuest, that'd get a lot of my youthful years back. Hellgate London. Please, for the love of God, destroy Hellgate London. The Matrix Online. I think just now, in 2016, we may have computers strong enough to actually run that game. Tabula Rasa. Wow. Please destroy that game. Actually, don't. Tabula Rasa was good. There was an EA space game that needed to go away. But people did it on their own. it was one of those things where EA didn't think that people would troll them, and they allowed planets to actually get destroyed. And the first planet got destroyed, and for some reason EA had it in their head that, well, people aren't going to let the planets just get destroyed. They're going to band together and fight. And they would sit there and put out the little PDAs and stuff, and just make the last stand. That's really, and they hadn't anticipated all the worlds being blown up. At some point, I feel that this should have been something they talked about. What if everything got blown up so the game came to an end? Yeah, there's a couple of games. EverQuest needs to go because so many people were lost to EverQuest. EverQuest, people would join EverQuest and you'd never see them again. It was like they were being... my one friend, I had one friend named Donnie. And... and he was playing EverQuest. And he went from EverQuest, which was very difficult grinding and playing, to World of Warcraft, which was new, fresh, spunky kid on the block. And everybody jumped into the World of Warcraft thing. And it was so good. He just thought it was so wonderful. He played for like a week solid. And when he came to, we all came looking for him. He didn't realize that we was trying to get in his apartment. And we called the police, actually, to go check on him because his wife was like, you need to go see on him because I ain't seen him in a few days. We're like, what you mean you ain't seen him in a few days? EVE Online probably needs to die, but it keeps getting better and it's about to go free to play and I want to go play it for free. So, we can let it gets the ghetto pass. Anarchy Online probably needs to die. It won't die, it needs to die. Don't get me wrong, back in the day, Anarchy was a pleasant alternative to EverQuest Online. In fact, it was the precursor to EverQuest Online. But some games need to die. EverQuest 2 needs to die. It was a good run. EverQuest has what? 24 fracking expansions? Enough. And they haven't even fixed the damn ship. The ship like got marooned in one patch and they just never fixed it and they just added quick travel. They said, fuck it, we're done. We ain't fixing it. So that poor little ship is still like, EverQuest is done. And it's like, I'd hate to be a coder because coding for that place has got to be, should I push my luck? That car is so damn fast though. That car is so fast. I've never read the Azure Coast. Let's do Monza. I keep saying one more race. Which racing games? Rock and Roll Racing took a lot of my quarters, but it was a great game. I'll have to think on that. MSR Racing probably could be the first one that you can claim. Project Gotham, because I hate Bizarre Creations. Them bastards. They're the only ones that can get me. Oh, God, come on now, guys. I was slowing up just like y'all. You hit me. That's popped you right back. To anyone that's just joined the stream, how you doing this afternoon? I'm Big Rob, aka the Gaming Geezer, and I appreciate you stopping by. We're sitting there playing a little bit of Project Cars. I've been wanting to get a racing game under my belt, and we're having a bust to rust session to see how my computer can actually handle it. So far, we're doing pretty good. We're at the edge of an envelope, but I haven't had any complaints yet, so everything seems to be holding on. I need an i7. I've been just tortured this poor i5 since I got it. I was an AMD guy before, and to think that I even hesitated. Oh God! I didn't know you could take it that fast.
You're on the final lap.
Come on, baby. Stay with me. Stay with me. Woo! Here we go. Ah, go, go, go! I'm gonna have to get my second cam active when I'm using a wheel like this, so you can see me actually on the wheel. Also, and like I said, I'm using an old PlayStation 2 Logitech, and if you can find one, by all means pick one up. You can pick it up for like $30. It's force feedback, and it's perfectly fine for just general racing. Unless you're in major competitions or something, you can't go wrong with this thing. Oh, he shut the door on me. You piece of crap, you. But I'm coming up underneath, and I'm taking the win. Wash smooth, and I ain't got nothing to prove.
Great job. You were the best out there today. First class.
Woo! Let's save that one too. It's not on fire yet. It's damn near close. I keep hearing my fan. Y'all can't hear it because of my microphone position, but I'm listening to my fans, and I'm looking at the little glow of my LED indicators, and they're so I know it's kicking in. Every so often we're hitting 100%, and that's when I know the fans are kicking. Right now we're running with the replay, we're at 87%. We're using about 56% of our RAM, but this network are A-okay. Ironically, the network is running pretty damn smooth. Krakatoa Savage. Yeah, if you want to find me on Steam or anything else, there are links below. If you my Facebook page, the Gamer Music Show on Facebook, my YouTube page, all of that is below. Please subscribe, check out what I'm doing and stuff. We've decided that we're going to be going. We've done kind of shared our responsibilities. We done did our good deed for, and it's like now I'm getting a chance, and my wife is giving me the opportunity to say, hey, it's time for you to do something to make you happy. And I love my wife for that. My wife is freaking awesome. She has been patient with me through this entire ordeal. She has watched me struggle, and it was like, and she struggled right beside me. And it's really one of those things, and I'm very appreciative of her. But she's like, okay, Rob, you didn't sit there and put yourself out. You done did stuff for everybody else. Now it's time to do something for you. And I said, well, I want to go back to my streaming. I love streaming. And she's like, then streaming is what you're going to do. And she has let me have the freedom to stream in the nighttime. Because Walter can tell you, it was hard for me to get on the stream in the nighttime. So long, under the condition that my health doesn't take any dives. As long as my health is straight, she's straight. Yeah, he got in the dirt. He lost traction. Instability in the car. So, yeah. Things are actually going well, and we're sitting there. We're on track to get our first 1,000 viewers. I'm happy about that. I want to get my first 1,000. That's my first little milestone. And we've been playing games that we enjoy. and that's probably hurt more than anything. We have gotten confident with our voice, and like I said, I've been getting. Thank you. I'll sit there and get that friend accepted dignity. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're just trying to basically put on a class show and do things well. Make sure everybody's having fun. Like I said, I'm probably one of the friendliest places on the internet. I'm not trying to be a pro, even though I have competed professionally in League of Legends. I competed in one match of StarCraft professionally. Shortest career ever. I sit there trying to get I thought I was pretty good. And then I sat beside some kid. The kid was like 13 years old. And all I heard was clickety, clickety, click, 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 click. I looked like 2 minions out, and all of a sudden a swarm or something came at me. I'm like, screw this, I'm done. I walked out. I'm like, I'm done. I can't keep up with that. I'm too old. League of Legends, I think, I don't know why I got a sponsorship deal with League of Legends, except that I was more of a personality, because I sure as hell wasn't a good player. Even funnier, I used to drive the people in my guild crazy. I used to drive them absolutely mad, because they would be like, we got to get to gold and silver so we can get to the first house, and you got to play like this, and the rules, and I'm like, what are you doing this for? And I'd be at like Land War doing a show, and in competition and stuff, and they'd sit there, and I'd sit there and I'd be laughing with Sargonis, and he's one of the reps from League of Legends and stuff. And we sit there, we'd be listening to him. It's like, we got to be professionals and we could be the next great and get paid to do this. And we're sitting there, and all of us are sitting there in Land War just dying laughing. Because it's like, we already get paid to do this most ridiculous thing to us too. That was one of the things we laughed about. Getting paid to play video games. That's absolutely fucking ridiculous. I came in and told my dad. I came in when League of Legends became a sport. It legitimately became a sport so that some of the Korean players could come over and compete, and they would be under certain protections. I walked in and I go, hey Dad, I'm an athlete now. My dad looks. At the time I was pushing about 500 pounds. I was a big boy. And he looks at me and he goes, what? And it's like, all right, I'll bite. And you can just hear it in his voice. This boy's gonna come with something silly, and I'm gonna have to hurt him. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, Dad. And this was like a couple of years ago. This wasn't like when I was little. This was a couple of years ago. I was a grown man. I go, I'm an athlete now. And he goes, okay, what are you an athlete in? And he's like, I'll bite. And I go, I'm an e-sport athlete. I play League of Legends. And he's like, on the computer? The indignation that came from this man. And I sat there laughing my ass off. He looked at me, he's like, an athlete, my eye. Damn hour. It was ridiculous. But guys, this was, like I said, this is supposed to be a Buster Rush session. I'm gonna have to take a small break. I appreciate y'all coming out and watching and having fun with me and listening to the old man. We're gonna go look at the video feeds. We're gonna go spend some time with the family and get some hot chow in us. Probably take a shit shower and shave before we get back on this for the night. I should be back on probably about, it's right now it's like 10:09 Eastern time. It is I'll probably be back on at about 12:30, 1 o'clock Eastern time. So it's like AM. So only in about 2 or 3 hours I'll be back. I just want to spend just a little bit of time with the family when they get back. They've been out doing their hair all day, so this should be interesting. And I want you, if you have girls, you know that when they're doing hair and they buy clothes, you got to give the full attention. And so it's like if I'm trying to play my game and stream and they come in here, it's just going to be a big mess. So I'm going to go on and jump off. Guys, y'all have been fantastic. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. This has been a fantastic Buster Rust session. Heck, this was supposed to be a 10-minute test and it turned into like an awesome stream. I'm actually going to post it up on YouTube if everything is running smoothly and nothing's jittering and running all over the place. So, no, there's no hair for the Rob. This is what happens when you have women in your house. And I didn't catch the joke that God was trying to send me, and I brought another one in. And it's like, that's where these came from. There used to be hair that came down. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. The name of the game we were playing was Project Cars. Fantastic game. Wonderfully optimized now. That was not the case when it first came out. How you doing, Samsung Kiki? How you doing? I'm taking a break right now, Samsung. But we'll be back at about 12 in about 2 hours. About 12:30, 1 o'clock a.m. We're probably going to be getting into some Black Desert unless I find something that catches my attention first. Like I said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming by. If you haven't already done so, hit that follow button. We're trying to get this to 1,000. Thank you. Thank you for your input. Grandkids are easy. I get to spoil them and release them back on their mom and dad as vengeance for all the crap that they gave me. Thank you. I've been having some fun with my blue. I got my green screen built. That was one of the things I was very happy about, and I've been having a lot of fun with my green screens. And and I had one, but I took it off where I was running from a giant monster, and I think it was zombies, and it had like Rick running from zombies, and then I was. So we've been having a little bit of, like I said, we've been having just a little bit of fun with everything. And like I said, space has been a really big thing. I'm happy with some of the games that we've been playing. Empyrean, I'm looking at you. Rebel Galaxy, I've been having fun playing that, even though I haven't got a good stream on it. I think I've pretty much got it optimized enough for it to be streamable. What else? And Elite Dangerous. We've been deep in Elite Dangerous. It's a fun time to be in there now. I think they're just on the cusp of releasing Aliens, so we'll see how that turns out. Oh, wow. You are on the other side of the world. And good morning to you. I hope you have a great day. If I don't get a chance to see you when I get back, you take care of yourself, all right? And get back at me. And I forget that this is the unique thing is there's no timelines between gamers. It's like people are coming and going constantly. And it's like sometime where I'm just like dead tired. They're like, why are you so tired? Everybody just woke up. And I'm like, just woke up? I haven't been to sleep yet. We're also going to probably try and get into some Fractured Space. It's been a couple of days since I played Fractured. I need to get back into some Fractured. Paragon and what else? Oh. Paladins. I'm very proud of Paladins. Paladins has been trending at anywhere between 46,000 players and 56,000 players, and they're starting to draw parity with the consecutive players that's going on with Overwatch. In fact, so according to the Reddit post, there's been a lot of Overwatch players that have been kind of migrating over to Paladins, which means that the boys at Hi-Res Studios has kind of got that formula right, and they've just now gotten. There was a lot of controversy between the two, between Overwatch and Paladins, where they were trying to kind of match each other. But Hi-Res has finally gotten into their groove, and they finally done started making that slight veer, that slight turn to the game that they want to make versus trying to be like the other guy, which is a good thing. I don't mind when games mimic each other so long as they're good. It's a good mimic. If you can give me a game as good as EVE Online, by all means. If you can come up with the MMO that's as good as World of Warcraft with just as much content, do it. Just do it. But it's like you want your game to be like Guild Wars. Do it. Just do it. Make sure it's good. Make sure that I'm entertained. Everybody talked about League of Legends. Give me something better. We got Heroes of the Storm. We got Paragon. We got a host of MMOs. We got Fractured Space that have improved on the mobile formula and has pushed League of Legends to make their game even better. Boom. That's what it's all about. Keeping each other up. So, yeah. But we're going to probably be playing some Paladins. We were supposed to play some earlier today, but that got shoved to the side. It was Community Day, and I just wasn't able to participate in it. Other than that, like I said, we'll be back on in a couple of hours. I do want to spend a little bit of time, and I think I see the car pull it up. So, without further ado, to the good Lord waves us in, Semper Fi. You guys take care of yourself. Thank you again for watching me. I appreciate each and every one of you.